Hey, good morning, friends. It is Julie Hamilton coming to you live from Napa, California. I hope you're all doing great today, and I wanted to talk about the topic of fear today. Fear is a topic that a lot of us are dealing with all the time, and sometimes it can be kind of crazy, like if it goes into anxiety or panic disorder, but for most of us, it's something that we deal with all the time. But we don't have to let it be in the driver's seat. I was so inspired by reading Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and she talks about this, where fear is actually healthy for us. We need a good dose of fear because, you guys, if we don't have any fear in our lives, we will end up being the idiots that are on America's Funniest Home Videos, that you see them doing things and you're just like, oh my gosh, why would they do this? Fear's responsibility is to keep us safe. And so when we're going to do something new, then it helps us to evaluate what we should do. Is this good? Is this bad? I mean, the guys who, like, I've seen on America's Funniest Home Videos, you've seen the guys who, like, jump off a diving board and do a cannonball into a frozen pool. Not good. Or the guys who, like, jump off a roof onto a trampoline. Not good. I've seen a friend of mine broke his back doing that. And those are the kind of things that fear protects us from. Fear is actually good. If you didn't have fear, your life would be reckless, because fear is the one that rationalizes with us and says, hey, do this or don't do this. This is good for you. This is bad for you. But what happens is often, I don't know about you, but when I try to do something new, fear's voice pops up so loud. Like when I went to this island that I talked to you about, when I went on the hike at Angel Island, you had to go out to this island. Fear was literally telling me, there might be a tsunami. You might never see your family again. There could be an earthquake and this island could fall right in the middle of the ocean. I mean, that's pretty silly. But fear was just telling me all the possibilities of the things that could happen. And so often what we do is we then let fear become the GPS. It becomes the navigator, and we let fear sit in the driver's seat. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Sheila. We let fear sit in the driver's seat, right? And it determines what we're gonna do. So if I felt afraid of going out to this island, if I let fear go in the driver's seat, then I wouldn't have gone. But what we have to do is have a healthy appreciation for fear. And we have to say to fear, you know what? You can be along for the ride because you're my buddy, you're my friend, but I'm gonna let you take a seat in the back seat. You're not gonna drive this train anymore. I'm not gonna make my decisions based off of fear. Yes, I need you in my life, and I'm glad that you're here to help me, but take your position in the backseat. I will listen to you. I will see the options that you have to say. And, you know, that's what I had to do with that case. Like I said, fear was bringing up all these things that could go wrong, that could happen. You know, the ferry could sink. And I was just like, you know what, fear? Thank you for reminding me that all those things are possibilities. I know you're trying to protect me, but I can't let you drive this train anymore. I have to move beyond the fear and put you away. Because the truth is, you guys, we're never going to be completely free from fear, because life is always changing and we are always changing. Life always changes. So when you have a little baby and your fear is they're gonna grab a hold of the boiling hot pan and dump the boiling water on their head, you're not thinking about the day 16 years from now or 15 years from now where they get in their car and they leave your house for the first time driving on their own. That's a completely separate fear. And we go through those stages, and when they leave their house on their own to go down the block to the store the first time and you're like terrified, you know, you get kind of used to that. But then there's the fear where they're driving home at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning from a long way away. That's a whole different kind of fear. It totally activates your prayer life, let me tell you. So our circumstances are always changing, but we are always changing too. I think God is always working in us and bringing up things in us that, hey, you know what? You might need to deal with this. So something that we've dealt with for a long time, sometimes we don't even realize it's fear and that we need to deal with it. And then God's like tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, this is fear. We need to let go of this layer of fear. We're going to keep going deeper and you're going to discover more. But every layer that you go to, you're going to get freer from the fear because you're going to put it in the back seat and you're going to say, I'm not going to be afraid of that anymore. So don't be afraid of fear. Just don't let it take the driver's seat. It's there to help you. Now, the time it's not there to help you is when irrational fears, and I have some irrational fears, you guys, to be honest with you, but we gotta let it go. We gotta let that go. If you're having panic attacks or anxiety, you probably do need to get some help. You probably do need to, maybe you could talk to someone, learn some methods. I have a little book on my website about it, some tools, but find some tools to help you get through that, because that does need to be addressed. But if it's just that everyday fear about doing new things, just say, fear, I got it. Thanks for the warning. I'll see you later. Put it in the back seat and go on, and you be in the driver's seat. So I love you guys. I hope that gives you something to think about this week, and I just hope you have such a blessed week. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I love your encouragement. Sheila, so good. Move beyond fear. Yes, it activates your prayer life. Faith over fear. That is right. Having teenagers, I think, activates your prayer life. I told my sister I never prayed more when they were little. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great week, and go live your big, amazing, beautiful lives, and share this with somebody who deals with fear and maybe needs to put that fear in the back seat. Love ya. Bye.